You were so concerned that you went to the board of directors and the president of the bank and asked them to let you take it over.
It was a little different than that, in that I had strategically sort of dripped some information so that through other channels, people that were in the corporate office, to say, hey, let me give you some statistics here so you can maybe share this with the management team. And if they have any interest in talking to me, I would be interested in talking to them. So the CFO of the bank reached out and said, hey, I understand that we probably should talk. And on a single page, I outlined where I thought the problems were, with the institution. I told them that if I was running my business this way, I would 100% be out of business. And my fear was that they were going to be out of business at some point if this doesn't get corrected. But they hired somebody else. That person really didn't know what they were doing and got in there, and it was another few months of losses. And first of all, it validated my thinking, right? Because he was like, yes, you're absolutely right. We're losing all sorts of money. So I became more concerned. They went another direction, hired somebody, and ultimately came back to me and offered me to be the president of the company and pay me a pretty significant salary.
Yeah, and you turned that down.
I turned that down, yes.
Okay, and then what happened?
So I felt uncomfortable with taking a large salary without producing results for them. So I told them I didn't want the large salary, that I would work for free. And they did not like that, but they said, we don't like that. We want to pay you a lot of money. We want you to stay here for a long time. And I said, look, I don't feel good about taking money from you guys if I'm not producing value. So I would like to work for free, but considering this company has never been profitable, if and when we have profits, I would like to structure an agreement where we split those profits 50-50. In addition, to ensure that you guys aren't, going to continue to lose money, if you allow me to run the platform, I will put up a reserve. So I raised a reserve about $1 million. And I said, okay, the first $1 million, if we lose it, based on my decision making, it'll be my $1 million that we lose, right? But if we make a profit, we split it 50-50. So you guys have no risk. The only thing that you do is you pay me if we have profit. And that's eventually how we structured that deal. And in fact, I think what we later found out was they were actually going to shut down the entire company. And they essentially told me, we tried all these other people, nobody could get it working. We'll hand it over to you. We're going to give you 4 months to turn this around. And if you're not turned around in 4 months, then we're going to have to shut the company down.